Can everybody take out this worksheet from yesterday? On the top it says notes for triangular prism. On the back there's some some problems to do. We ended up just finishing the first example, and then we had to pack up because it's modified today. So today we'll finish up. Tomorrow you have a quiz. The first problem will be on a rectangular prism. That's the one from Monday. That to me is the easier one. Then today we'll finish up learning about a triangular prism. But both of these shapes will be on your quiz tomorrow. Exciting stuff is happening somewhere else. Okay, example number 2. Everybody's here. Over here. Quickly, faster. Find this. Santiago, I need all that put away and this out. This one's from yesterday. Yes, we completely 100%. Okay. Area of the front triangle. So, here is my front triangle, right? So, Daisy, we're focusing on this. Here is my triangle right here. What would be my base? Ruben, focus on this. What would be my base of this triangle right here? What number consists of my base? 3. So, that is my base. What is my height? Which number makes up my height? 4. Very good. So, let's write a little h and a little b. Right there. So my base is 3. My height is 4. Everybody's here? You really can't, gotta stay focused. You gotta pay attention, right? Stay with me. It's going to be a lot of math. The math is not hard, though. It's just a lot. All right. So, area of a triangle, we're going to do base times height divided by 2, just like the do now. That's why it's on the do now, to help us with these problems. Okay, so my base is 3 times 4 divided by 2. What is 3 times 4? 12 divided by 2? 6 inches squared. So that is our area. So let's box that in. Everyone's doing this. So we just found the area of the triangle. So if the area of the front triangle is 6 inches squared, what else do we know? The back is also 6 inches squared. Are we okay? So far, so good? Just like the do now. Okay. Now, the area of the left side. The left side, I'm going to trace with my color pen. This is your rectangle that's on the left side. This is my left side right here. What 2 numbers make up my left side? So 7 times 5 is equal to what? 35. Very good. Write this down. 35 inches squared. Do I have to divide? No, because what shape is this? This is a rectangle. Do we divide by 2 on a rectangle? No. When is the only time we divide by 2? Triangle. Maria, we don't need our cell phones anywhere near us. Okay, the right side. That's this side in the back. Do you see it? No. It's in the back. It's back here. Right? I could draw in this and make it 3D. So the the right side is over here. This part, I'm going to do you guys see the right side over here now? Okay. So I'm going to trace it. What's this measurement here? 7. And then this measurement? 4. So this is 7 by 4. So 7 by 4 is equal to 28 inches squared. Okay, what are we missing? Bottom. So that's this part right here. There's some squiggly lines to show you the bottom, right? On 7 and then 3. What's 7 times 3? 21 inches squared. Do I divide by 2? No, because what kind of shape is this? A rectangle. Okay? My fear is that all of you are going to divide by 2 every single time. And it's like, oh, no. Okay. What do I do next? I add them. So if you want to use a calculator, you can. I want you to add 6 plus 6, 35, 28, 21. So add 6 plus 6, 35, 28, 21. Add them up. With the calculator, in your head, on paper, but do it. Everything I circled. Do them. Add them. Go. On pencil, with pencil and paper, mental math, or calculator. Whatever, but I need you doing, adding 21, 28, 35, 6, and 6.
Times, right?
Add. Your last step is to add. 96? We got 105? Let's see. Let's see. 6 plus 6 is 35. 28. 21. 96. Add them again. 96, right? So surface area is 96 inches squared. Now, I know it looks like a lot. I'm sure if you were absent yesterday, this looks like a lot. Math is not super difficult, but it is a lot of steps. And there's no way, Manuel, that we can try to do this in our head. Like, we got to write stuff down. We got to keep track of everything. Do you have 6? Oh, you're missing a 6. If it's 90, you're missing a 6. There's 2 90s. That's good. I'm glad you asked. Okay, if you think like, hey, Miss Mel, I think you made a mistake, or what am I missing? Please ask Miss Jackson or I. That's why we're here.
96?
I got 96. You're forgetting a 6. There's 2 6s. Yeah. All right. Okay. One of these days, we're gonna glue your triangle in here. Okay, one of these days, next to these words. So leave that in there. Turn to a page where you can write more notes. Okay. One of these days, maybe today, I'll pass out the glue sticks. They're almost there. Okay, I'm gonna write today's date. We're almost catching up to where we're supposed to be. All right. Let's do number 1. Let's do number 1 together. But we're going to write things down in our notebook because there's a lot of stuff to write down. There's no space on that worksheet to clearly keep track of everything. And then maybe tomorrow I'll make this an assignment and then you just take a picture of your notebook, okay? All right. So let's look at the triangle. So let's draw a triangle. This triangle. Just the triangle part though. What would be the base? Looking at number 1, what is the number that is my base? Good. So let's label that 12. That's my base. Very good. 12 is correct. What is my height of my triangle? 8. Very good. So let's write those 2 numbers. Those are the 2 numbers that we need. All the other numbers we don't need right now. They're there to confuse you at the moment. Okay. So, area is equal to base times height divided by 2. Why divide by 2? Because it is a triangle. Okay, let's plug in our numbers. My base is 12. My height is 8 divided by 2. All right, type it in the calculator if you need to. If you can do it in your head, more power to you. Go for it. What do we got?
48.
Nice. So this is 48. So if one triangle is 48, what's the other triangle? 48. Okay. Oh, what's my units? Inches? Inches squared, because it's area. All right. Are we okay with those? With that part? Step 1, triangles. Okay, now let's look at the rectangle. And I'm going to draw out my rectangle. And this is my right rectangle. Why do I call it the right? Because it's on the right side. So this one right here. This is the right one. And I'm going to trace it with my pencil. Feel free to trace it with your pencil. What are the two numbers that make up this right rectangle? 10 and 14. Okay, let's write that down. I'm going to write it this way so you see where I'm getting my numbers from. Like, oh, she's talking about the rectangle on the right side. My numbers are 14 and 10. And what is 14 times 10? 140. Good. Okay, now let's do the left side. Let's do the left side. So this one you need some like, put it in your brain and visualize it, turn it. Turn the triangular prism. What would be the measurements of the left side that you don't see over here? This is the left side, like over here, but you don't see it. It's like in the back. 10 and 14. This number is associated with the rectangle, and then this number, and this is also 14. So again, I'm going to do 14 times 10. What's 14 times 10? 140. Since it's an isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. Isosceles triangles mean that two sides are equal. All right, what's left? The bottom rectangle. All right, who can visualize the bottom? Who can visualize the bottom?
12.
And
14.
nice. So take a moment. If you don't see where we got 12 and 14, take a moment to yourself. See the triangle, be like, okay, there's the 12, there's the 14, and go, oh. Okay. You could also draw it in like this. You can see now you can see how it's 3D, right? And then this is the bottom part, right? So it does take, you know, your visual perspective, your imagination to kind of visualize these in a 3D space. I think for those of you who play video games, especially like the computer video games, like you see this and you can turn these shapes around.
You know, Rust is like that. It's a game called Rust where you have to build your own house and it does these things.
There you go. Kind of like old school Minecraft, right? You would be building with blocks, right? Little did you know it would prep you for this. Oh my gosh, what is 12 times 14? Oh, thanks. Oh my gosh, inches squared, inches squared, inches squared. You all wrote inches squared on all of these, right? Yeah, totally, right? Okay, what's our last step? Add them all up. Feel free to use a calculator if you need to. Surface area equals. So 48, 140, 140, 168. Don't forget about the 248s. Please. Me? No, actually it was silent. Actually it was like mouth drop like. I don't know actually. No, because it's 168, 140, so it has to be a big number. Do I divide? 168, 140, 140, 48, 48, 544. 544. Because did you add 168, 140, 140? I mean, 140 plus 140, that's 280 right there. Plus 168 plus 48 and another 48. It's like you're counting your birthday money. You don't want to, like, not count what your uncle gave you. Count all of it. Well, you know. And we appreciate that.
No, I don't.
All right, can we start number 6? What do we start with? We start with a triangle. Can you tell me the base and the height of your triangle?
8 and 3 feet?
What is it?
8 and 3 feet.
Yeah, awesome. I'll write that down.
Guys, can I do that?
You want to walk them through this one? Number 6. And, I think I did it. Second page. Did I? Yeah. 2 and 3. Yeah. Right to left. The hard part is like just like the previous one. Like they don't see the left side.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get them started. Like see how far they can go. See how far you can go without it, and then we'll go over it together. Oh yeah, the first part is exactly the same as the do now. Yeah. So do the 2 triangles. 2 triangles should be easy. We kind of told you the numbers. What's the area of the triangle? Write it down. What's the area of the triangle? Write it down. So start it off. Good. Thank you for clapping. Plug in your numbers. Number 6. Start with that. What is the area of the triangle? Base times height divided by 2. Use a calculator if you need to. Alright, rectangle. Good. If you know your number, you know your number. Yeah. Calculate if you need to.
Number 6.
That's it. Alright, so use a calculator if you need to, or you can do it in your head. You wrote it out correctly, which is good. Good, I like that. Good. Oh, you want the answers? Hold on, I do need the answers.
Huh?
Okay. Kids are done. Yeah.
Go fast.
How far did you get? Okay. Divided by 2. How did you get that done? That's just a time. You're like 20 minutes away from finish. Good. Use those fingers. Okay. How many triangles do you have? How do you do that? Put in the worksheet we're going to have.
So for your first triangle, the area is base times height divided by 2. So it should have been 8 times 3 divided by 2. Should have gotten 12 feet squared. But we know that because it's a triangular prism, is there 1 or is there 2 triangles?
2.
There's 2. So we can put another triangle and we know that it is 12 feet squared. So we have 2 12s. Then what is the next thing we're looking for? The left and right. So let's go with a right side. And if you look at our image, the right side is on this side. So it's this one. So what 2 numbers do I need? The rectangle. What 2 numbers are on the side? 14 and 5. So we can label it here, 14 and 5. When you multiply those 2 numbers, what do you get? What is 14 times 5? 70. So 70 feet squared. That is our third one. Now is where it gets a little tricky. We're trying to find the left side now. So that's like the one that is hidden. So the left side is kind of like in the back. So what two numbers would be on this back side? Would be 5 would be one of them. And then on the bottom or the top it would be 14. So we can say 5 and 14, which gives us what? We just did it, right? 70 feet squared. Then what is our last one? The bottom. So in the bottom, what two numbers am I looking for? It'll still be 14 and then what? 8. So it's this one and this one. So if we multiply those, what do we get? 14 and 8. You're a step ahead of us. 112. 112 feet squared. And now we have our 5 numbers. So what are we going to do with all those? Add them up. So our surface area, do you guys agree? 276? Is that what everyone got?
Yep.
276 feet squared.
How many of you got that before we finished? Good job. That's really good. You should be really proud of yourselves for that. If you stayed with us and you are getting it, hey, that's awesome too. Okay, let's start off number 7. Start with that triangle. There's so many numbers. Ooh, start off number 7. Look at our eyes on number 7. Fantastic. Eyes on 7. Number 7. Some of them started 7 on. Yeah, start off number 7.
Does everyone have this now?
Number 7, draw your triangle. Whoa, draw your triangle. Number 7. Start off with the triangle. Okay, what are the numbers that we need?
There's a lot more numbers. You gotta pick the correct one.
Good. Did you guys pick out the correct numbers? Did you guys pick out the correct numbers? So which one's your base of your triangle? Which one's your height of your triangle? We don't need all the numbers. We just need the base and the height of that triangle. Remember that there's 2, okay? When you add them, I don't want you to just add 1, 6. I want you to add 2. Does that make sense? No. So can you trace the right side with your pencil? So what's this line? Is 3 going the same direction as this line? No. 10. You see this rectangle? You see that rectangle right there? So if this is 10, what's this? 10. And then, oh, well if this was 10, then this is 10. It's like, one. What's the base?
6.
Okay. What's the height?
2.
Okay, good. Whew. So if you picked 6 and 2 before us, good job. If you didn't, oh no. I'm not scared. I'm not scared whatsoever. I would never be scared. Good job. Good job. Very good. Muy bien. Can you guys glue the triangle in? And then I'm going to chew off more than we can handle. Yeah, this is the hardest one. I just want to use scissors and have a messy floor. Oh, big time touch. For late time touch. Late time touch. Stop. The rectangle. Wherever there's what? 3 rectangles you have to do. 3 rectangles you have to do. What's up? Yeah. Okay. Maybe glue in the triangle. All right. So your triangle equals what? 6, right? You have another triangle that equals 6. Not yet. The rectangle, 4 and 10 for the right. The left is 3 and 10. And then the bottom is 6 and 10. What is our final answer for number 7? 142. Surface area is equal to 142. All right. Now, did you glue in the triangle? Okay. Let me go back and glue in my triangle. So, it may be in your notebook from yesterday. You kind of maybe just left it there. Glue it next to the word 5 sides, 2 triangles, and a rectangle. Glued it in. It's still not flat, but I can still kind of fold it up if I wanted to. Now, the biggest challenge of the school year, pass back scissors. We're going to cut this out. This part, be very careful of this part. I'm actually going to skip this part for now. I'm going to go around the tabs. Do not cut the circles off. We're gluing the triangular prism. And now, with all this extra time that we have, we're prepping for tomorrow. We're going to cut out your cylinder. I am going to leave this part right now attached. Okay, I'm going to leave that part attached. I'm not going to cut it right now. I'm just going to go around like so. Just like so here. Go around. All the way around. This is our 3rd shape this week, and every single time we've had a shape, we cut around the dotted and the solid lines. No one, you can fix it. At the end of the day, how do I want it glued in your notebook? Flat. So we're going to go all the way around. This one's the one that takes a little bit longer time. So we're going to go all the way around. Now that I have it cut out like this, now I can go back and kind of cut this little piece off. Honestly, if you don't trust yourself, don't cut it out. Like, this is how I'm going to glue it in. So if you don't want to cut this little piece off, that's fine. We don't really need it. We don't even really need you to cut it. So, but if you want to take the risk, you're going to go slowly, kind of cut out a triangle. And if you want to kind of pull it off at the end, this cool, like this is a little piece that comes off.
Like this?
Yeah. If you don't want to risk it, that's fine. Good job. Just go slower on this piece. Okay? You can still leave them on. Like, it's not going to bother us later. Okay? This is our cylinder. If you want to build it for 2 seconds, you may. You just kind of fold the tabs back, just like every other time we've been building these. Fold back, fold back, fold back. We fold this little tab back. And super not necessary, you can hold it together and it creates a cylinder, like a can of tomato soup. Tomato soup. In a bread bowl. From Boozy.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. Maybe they should have something. Do you feel like every year there's more and more?
Oh yeah.
Good.
My first was allergic.
Nothing. Zero. Water.
Salad. I do not. That's like what I do not do.
So again, do I really need to build it and together? No. Right? Can you find a nice clean sheet in your notebook to... I'm going to leave some space on the top for my title for tomorrow. And I'm going to put just a little tiny glue just right there. Just here. And wow, that was horrible. Make it straight, Miss Lamelli. There, and then I can still build it tomorrow. Like, I can still see the shape tomorrow. We're just prepping for tomorrow, so if you can glue it in, finish cutting, glue it in, awesome. If you can just finish cutting and we'll glue it tomorrow, awesome. Share your glue, but we want to finish cutting today, okay? We have 3 more minutes left, so you have 3 minutes to finish cutting, throw away your trash, get your homework, glue. You're gonna glue it flat like it's on the screen. Jack, can you cut that homework? Yeah, please. Don't touch yourself. We need you to have 10 fingers for the rest of your life. Huh? We just glue it flat like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a glue stick.
Oh, does anybody else in your team have a glue stick? Yeah, we threw one out.